Hey, what's up, Screen Junkie fans? This is Alex Kelly. We're going to go through the latest news from the world of Arrow, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, and Supergirl. It's been a busy week as we ramp up for the new seasons, so let's get started. Earlier in the week, Stephen Amell put up a new photo showing Deathstroke sitting with him as they filmed the 100th episode of Arrow. It's a big deal because once they get to be able to do that, it'll be syndicated, and that's really a big deal because most shows don't really make it to 100 episodes. I'm watching The Wire right now, and it only made it to 60, so it's a pretty big accomplishment. And for the 100th episode, they're going to pull out all of the stops, and that includes bringing back probably the best bad guy that they've had on the show, which is Deathstroke. Now, nobody really knows if this is going to be Manu Bennett's character, or if it's going to be kind of like the hallucination that they had last year. But you can see he's in full gear. It looks exactly like what we saw in Season 2, but we're going to have to kind of wait a while and see what happens if he's back, if it's just a one-off thing, who it actually is, if they'll do something with like the Legends of Tomorrow's character from last year, the Sun, or if they'll just completely do something new. It's going to be fun to watch. But that was earlier in the week, and then later in the week, Legends of Tomorrow put out a new photo showing the Justice Society of America, which has never been done on TV, and most of these characters have never been done before in movies or film. And the Justice Society of America was before Justice League. Justice League is the biggest one that most people know about, but this was before that. This was like the golden age of comics. And the ones that we have here from left to right are Stargirl. You got Dr. Midnight in the middle. Our Man, who's played by Patrick J. Adams, who was in the show Suits, he was actually the teaser or the cliffhanger at the end of Season 1, and now he's going to be part of the bigger overall arching story that goes around. And we'll find out kind of more about that when it goes on. And then you've got Obsidian in the back right. Then you got Vixen, who's also back. She was in Arrow and The Flash last year. She had her own animated show. She's voiced by the same person, and voiced by the person who did the animated show, but also she's going to be acting as the live show. And then, of course, you got Captain Steel, or Citizen Steel, on the far right. So these are all characters that have never really been done before. When I looked at Obsidian kind of looks kind of like what they're doing with Ragman and Arrow, but it's going to be kind of interesting. So this kind of cast photo they put out, and they put out more with Dr. Midnight, who's going to be played by Kwesi Amiyai. I really hope I got that one right. Don't think I did. And of course you got Macy Richardson Sellers in the background there as Vixen. Vixen's going to be an interesting character to see how much they actually use her. Then you got Stargirl and Obsidian. Stargirl's played by Sarah Gray, and then Obsidian's going to be an interesting character because the actual person is Dan Payne, but there's another person voicing it. And then you got Matthew McCall as Citizen Steel. It's Citizen Steel or Captain Steel. But he'll be there. He's a grandfather of one of the characters, so that's going to be kind of one of the more mysterious characters that they're going to do. It's going to be really, really cool to kind of see them go back in time. These photos are from the second episode where they go to Nazi-occupied France and they have to go through some stuff, and the whole team goes. So I think it's going to be a fun season. It's going to be really, really exciting to see all of these characters come back. It's going to be cool to see Arthur Darvill's Rip Hunter, which was really fun last year. And it's going to be cool to see if they bring back other characters like Jonah Hex. They're obviously going to bring back Captain Cold, which I don't have him up here, dang it. But it's going to be really, really fun. I'm really excited for it. Right now it's October 1st. We actually have The Flash, which starts on, I think that's Tuesday, October 4th. And then Wednesday we get Arrow back for Season 5, where the flashbacks are going to kind of focus more on the Bratvo. This will be the last year of the flashbacks. And it's going to be interesting to see that dynamic between everybody with the new people that are coming on, and then, of course, Felicity, Diggle, Speedy, trying to see like what really the team is going to resemble throughout the year, especially with the death of Laurel, which if you're watching this you didn't know that, I'm sorry, that's a spoiler. I should probably put something up beforehand. Then you got Supergirl, which is going to premiere for the first time ever on CW. It's going to become that 4-show multiverse, or Arrowverse as they're calling it. That premieres October 10th. That's going to be another interesting show to see if they can really kind of intertwine it with the rest of what's going on. And then October 11th, you've got Legends back. So we're gonna keep up with everything that really happens in the next couple of days up into the premieres of The Flash and the Arrow, And then whenever Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow puts out new videos or new episodes, we'll break all that down and kind of figure out what the bad guys are, where we think we're going, who might pass away in the different shows, and just all that different stuff. So stay here for the next couple weeks as we ramp all this up. Thank you guys for listening. What's up, guys? Introduced myself at the beginning of the video, but I'll do it again. My name is Alex Kelly. I just kind of wanted to give a little bit of background on myself. Also throw up my social media up here. Follow, hit me up. I think that's going to be kind of the most fun part about if I were to come on with Screen Junkies, is kind of interacting with the fans, because that's definitely the most important thing, and it's a lot of fun talking to people about the different shows and the different movies and everything that they like. I'm a huge Potter fan, which I'll get into in a second, but for me that's the coolest thing is, we ran into Stephen Amell at a bar in Denton here in Texas, and the dude sat there and talked to us for an hour and a half. That makes fans for life, and that's something I think I would really, really push. I don't think I'm ever going to be a celebrity like that, but I would really, really want to make sure that it's interactive, people are able to talk, because when you do that, they become much more emotionally invested, and I really like that. It's fun having those types of fans, or it's fun being that type of fan, getting to see that. But that's the kind of style that I want to go for. Obviously fun, loving, funny. I bounce well off other people, which is kind of hard to do. It's just one person here. But, it's always kind of been a passion of mine, movies and TV shows, and just kind of keeping up with that. Like when I was a kid, I would always go on movies.com, which I don't think that's around anymore, and was just always looking at trailers and news and kind of the rumors of what was going to happen. I mean, I was doing that for like 7 or 8. People always knew that I had the release dates for movies kind of always memorized. Like people would always be like, so what day does this come out? I'd know it immediately. And that kind of transitioned into something different when I was 11. I was diagnosed with Crohn's, which is why that's up there. That's my Instagram. And that kind of changed my life because, it was multiple hours in hospitals. It was 3-hour, infusion treatments. And it kind of put a new perspective on everything. And it made everything a little bit more humble, but it also gave me a lot of time to read and watch movies. And it was me connecting to those things and really getting into it. And it was kind of like a source of hope, And so I really grabbed onto that. And Harry Potter is the biggest one that got me through a lot of different stuff throughout, middle school, high school, middle school and high school, and so it's those type of things that I really grasped onto, and it's become my passion. It's become my life. Like I enjoy it so much, and it's got me through a lot. And so I think a lot of people are fans of certain things, and most people are like me. They have a reason for why, but for me, it's a whole lot different because it is so visceral and pure, and just it's been everything for me, and it got me through a lot, and so I owe a lot of it to that, and I would like to share that enthusiasm and joy for it with everybody else. And so that's why I hope I get to show y'all that this is I'm the type of person that can do this job well. Be graduating in December with my degree in journalism. More than willing to move out to California for this. Screen Junkies is the best. Would love to be a part of that team. Would love to go ahead and take that brand to the next level as a team, not just me, and see what happens. So, guys, I appreciate you getting this far in the video. Hope to hear from you soon.